Liu and her family of 4 caught the last flight from Wuhan to America as the U.S. began evacuating citizens from the virus epicenter.
Many families in Wuhan died, but the media didn't report it. They're covering it up. Even many people who are financially well off can't find a hospital to stay.
Chinese authorities have been covering up the CCP virus since December. It didn't announce human-to-human transmission until January 20th. On January 19th, Liu brought someone with a fever to the hospital.
When I got back from the hospital, I told my husband that the Chinese Communist Party were lying again. By then, the doctors were already wearing full protective gear and goggles.
She stayed at the hospital from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. There was a long waiting line for the emergency department, and the hallway and ward was full of people.
Wuhan has quite a lot of hospitals, and there should be enough medical equipment. So if everywhere is full, the official data must be fake.
A friend told her that Wuhan Central Hospital, where Li Wenliang worked, had the most infections.
More than half of the medical staff at the hospital are infected. The director of respiratory medicine and the director of ophthalmology all died from the virus. Transmission between medical staff didn't stop. Doctors and nurses were heartbroken, watching their colleagues fall one by one.
Liu says that at one hospital, the medical staff's phones are monitored. They're not allowed to talk about the epidemic.
The wife of one of my former colleagues has only got 2 days off since January. That was for the Chinese New Year. She basically lives in the hospital. She's not allowed to go home. And if she resigns, they'll take away her medical degree.
On April 8th, Wuhan lifted its lockdown after the regime reported 0 new cases for about a week. However, a frontline nurse who was infected herself told Liu that the hospital simply doesn't report cases anymore.
Wuhan is still saying there are 0 new cases, but how's that possible? Chat groups for our residential block and former classmates always say one case was found here and another case was found there. Now they don't report asymptomatic cases as confirmed cases, and there are also people who recover but get sick again. Those also aren't counted.